when I went to the properties, there's a tab called labels here, and here's where you can actually label something. And you can pick a field. I want to pick maybe the point number field.
Yes.
And it's going to label it in black. Let's label this in red so we can actually see it. Maybe a little larger size, maybe 10. I'm doing this for a visual. I'm going to click OK. You can actually see them show up on the screen. I'm going to zoom in here. Using the layout zoom here, not the data frame zoom, the layout zoom. And there they are. All the point numbers are on there. So I'm going to click the zoom whole page. So we got a map going.
All right.
Got a little deep line, got the whole deal. We can export to a PDF. We can bring in a logo. Some of y'all may be thinking, well, what about a logo? Well, it's just like Word or anything like that. Yeah. Insert picture.
Right. Insert picture.
Almost the same icon. And marquee.
GMS, anything.
There it is. There's GList. Yeah. There it is. There's
all right.
A simple logo here. I can bring that here and maybe place it on the map. The software, Robert, once you get to this point, especially at this point, this little drawing toolbar down here, and
the bottom, yeah,
and some of these graphical things like we did with this picture, very similar to Microsoft Office, software.
You're right. The suite of Office.
Yep. Yeah. And so you've got those capabilities. If you can run Word, you can run Excel. Running this stuff is going to be pretty intuitive, pretty straightforward once you start using it. Remember, you can't really break it. It's software. It's loaded on your computer. I can just say, back your C drive, back up your hard drive, back up your server, and you can always bring the data back. So now we've got a map here, just a simple map that we produced here.
The only thing missing, I don't have to add it right now, but is a disclaimer, because as a land surveyor, that's one of the biggest challenges is, man, you're showing parcels, you're showing a lot of information, even though you have a legend and a north arrow, and there's no place for a surveyor to sign and seal it.
Yep.
It's something that I've talked to ESRI about briefly is on this layout, wouldn't it be cool if they had some standard, they have all kinds of north arrows to insert disclaimer.
Yep, and if you have a disclaimer, Robert, I can.
We do, and we recommend them on any GIS products.
Exactly, and you can use this add text tool.
Right, just add text and enter it.
You can click in here. If you have it in a text file, you can cut and paste it right in here. It'll go in.
Yep.
And
I just wanted to let the surveyors out there know that this is really an awesome way to put out a map. And as most of us surveyors know that are looking at liability as well as helping our clients, we want to make sure that we let people know what they have.
Exactly. So if you have one, please use it.
Yeah.
Like I said, you can copy and paste it as a text.
Right.
As a text layer in there, and it'll show up and you can place it. And this is, like I said, a very basic map, Robert. We've created some very elaborate, large maps. We did one of the whole county of, remember Tarrant County, 8-foot by 10-foot map. You can actually do that with the software if you ever have the need to. Last thing we're going to do here, Robert, is maybe export this as a PDF.
Yeah, and before you do, or while you are, I just wanted to let you know, I just Googled GIS disclaimers, and I got 76,000 hits.
Oh, yeah, everybody.
So if you don't have your own, in Texas, the General Land Office has a great one, and we recommend on any GIS products to please put a disclaimer. That's our perspective here, and we just wanted to share it with you. Sure. But as far as the PDF, it's just a function of printing to a PDF instead of a printer.
Pretty much.
Show us how.
You got a file here, and you go to File, and go to the pull-down menu, and say Export Map, and you got different options. PDF is one of them. EPS, compressed SVG, JPEG, bitmap, PNG. You've got very many options here. We're set to PDF right here. And I'm going to go ahead and navigate to our survey projects folder, into our project here, and I'm going to go ahead and put this in our scans here. And I'm going to go ahead and put this, give it a name. And the default is the name of the actual project. But I can say 0909201 map. And resolution set to 150, Robert. You can go as high as maybe 300. You got to play with this every once in a while. If you have a large aerial photo map, the file size may get big. You want to leave your output image quality to normal or maybe one less than normal. Going above that will really make the file size start getting big on a PDF. And that's from experience. Some people try to put it at best on a 34 by 44 inch map. They wonder why it never exports. And then they realize that it's 40 megabytes big or 80 meg.